So right now I'm watching some fitness content. I will say this, guys. You have to use the saunas, the hot tubs, the recoveries that these gyms offer, massage guns. Get a massage from like a massage therapist. Have your wife or your boyfriend rub you down. It helps. It helps recover the body, because if you're just slamming weights on it all the time, yeah, you're getting stronger, but you can injure yourself a lot more. That's why I said you could take a week off, and it could definitely improve your body, improve your lifts, improve, because you don't want to end up like blowing your arm out or blowing your chest out because you're just constantly in the gym trying to get gains. And I understand, as a young dude, you're trying to get the strongest, the most jacked that you possibly can. But again, I'm 40 years old, and I don't care about being the most jacked or the most ripped anymore. I just want to be there for my longevity and be there for my significant. And I gotta say one thing, because a lot of people always ask, how are you so motivated to go to the gym? I ain't motivated. I'm tired. I go to the gym anyways because I know the results I'm going to see. You people that always say, well, I'm fat, I'm overweight, I don't have time to go to the gym. See, this is from actually working out, putting in the work, right? I go because I know there's results that's going to come from it. The people that ask, how do you stay motivated, are the people that don't even need to go to the gym because you're not motivated to even show up. And that's one of the things I think a lot of people don't realize is longevity, right? You don't have to work out 7 days a week, 365 days a year, go on this massive diet, have six-pack abs all the time. You can sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride, right? Yes, you don't always have to rely on a weight scale to tell you if you're fat or you're overweight. If you're gaining muscle, you can tell physically by lifting the weight that is heavier than what you could last week. At the end of the day, you need to just be in the gym, work out, but also do recovery. Too many people do not stretch, don't do yoga, don't do the hot tub, don't do the sauna, don't do Epsom salt bath. They don't do anything. And you can tell the people that do things and people who don't, because they're always in pain. But remember, don't ego lift, and actually just show up. And if you don't feel like working out, don't work out. If you want to take a week off, take a week off. But remember, showing up is half the battle. So, why is it that too many people talk about the cold plunge, the sauna, the hot tub, but you never see a lot of these influencers? A lot of them don't even talk about them. They don't tell you the reaps, the benefits of these things. They might say, this is my routine. And you got to think to yourself, does a lot of these influencers do this crazy routine, get up at 4:40 in the morning, dunk my head in ice water, then I go outside and jump in a swimming pool, or I jump in my bathtub that has the coldest water I can stand? Do really people do this every single day of their life? Or is it something they're doing for the Instagram, for the social media? Because there's a lot of bullshit that people put online, and you guys eat it up like it's candy. Oh my God, that mother trucker is really dunking his face in $1,000 bottles of water and really swimming in glacier water. And you're like, nah, dog, he just did that for the video. He ain't doing that 365. That ain't happening. You really believe that? I really realistically think, what do you do every morning? Do you get your ass up, make a protein shake, get your clothes on, get your ass out to work? Because most people that are watching this video or consume videos like this actually have a 9-to-5 job. They're not luxury lives of, I can get out of bed and just go work out at the gym. That's a false narrative that a lot of these influencers tell you. I always believe a nice warm-up is better than just going straight for the heavyweight. That's when you could probably injure yourself. And remember, stretch every time before you work out.
And I started working out like somebody, I became the most obsessed person on the planet Earth. And I was basically, I had to invent a guy that didn't exist. I had to invent a guy that can take any pain, any suffering, any kind of judgment, be called whatever the fuck in the world, and be able to stand in the fucking room and say, go fuck yourself. I had to build this callous mind, and I built it through suffering. I built it through downright fucking just crushing myself. If it was raining outside at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, if it was snowing, the first instinct is don't go out there and do shit. My instinct was, we gotta fucking go out there. Anything that was fucking horrible in my life that I would normally say no, that was inhumane to most people, I had to go do it. And I started callousing my mind at this point in my life. And I lost the weight. And I went back to Recruiter. I got into that class, and I went through 3 Navy SEAL Hell Weeks in 1 year. Only guy to ever be in 3 Hell Weeks in 1 year, to my knowledge. It was brutal.
And here's one of the things I'll tell you. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger was on the Burt Kreischer podcast, and Burt Kreischer said, you love working out. He goes, I go every day just like you go to bed every night. I do it because I'm obsessed with it, and I am physically addicted to it. And he goes, that's a good addiction. He goes, it can be and it cannot be, because you could keep going and going and going even though you're injured, and you will not stop. There's a point where you need to rest. And there's a time where I physically look at myself and go, yeah, I need to take some time off. I need to back it off a little bit. I need to take care of other things and see what the benefits that this world has to offer. Go to the beach. Go out for a movie. Go out with your girl and just go for a walk. Sometimes just going for a walk, like in the park, or a walk around downtown, is a lot more enjoyable than just being in the Iron Paradise. But again, when you're my age at 40, you can't be going hamburger like these young kids anymore. But what David Goggins was talking about is necessarily the truth. He realized he was a fat person. He realized he didn't like what he looked like, and he pushed himself to be this guy that now people look at as one of the most motivating dudes out there. He says what he does, and he does what he says. I don't give a damn if it's raining or snowing. I have to put in that 20-mile run. I have to go work out for 2 hours a day. I have to. You can't tell me nothing different. And that's where my mindset is. I have to get up every single morning and go for that workout. I have to. That's just the way my body is triggered. I have to do it. If I don't, it feels weird. It feels like there's something off. But again, there is times that you have to take the day off to go out to eat, go out with your friends, go out of town, and just relax. But again, this video is just to let you guys know that don't get obsessed with the scale. Don't do what your favorite influencers do, because everything they tell you might not necessarily work for you. And find your own routine. Find out what works for you and push yourself. But don't overdo it where you're hurting yourself. There's a dude in my gym. He's like a young 20-year-old, and he's benching like 225, whatever. And once he was done, he was like, ugh, you could see him going like this. Like, I'm like, dude, you're getting shoulder pain, because doing benching like this all the time can mess up your shoulders. Like here, that's why I don't bench anymore. There's a lot of things I don't do because that it's not actually technically great for the body. When you get into your later years of your life, just constantly pressing like 300 pounds is not the best for your joints. But these young kids, they want to be the next Sam Sulek. They want to be the next social media influencer. At the end of the day, just do it for your health and your longevity and take care of yourself. But don't brutalize your body just to get likes and clicks on the internet.